Perfect. Hey! Hello! Hi-yo! Hi-yo! Hi-yo!
I'm gonna come.
Oh, me too. We're excited. We're here. We're queer, and we're ready to steer this beer. Praise God. World War III is on the way. The boomers have finally done it. They made the millennials go to war. Now they're going to make Gen Z go to war. What an exciting time to be alive. I'm thankful every day for countries going to war and making everyone unhinged. It just gets better and better, folks. If you don't mind dropping a like on this video, drop a like on this video if you're excited for nuclear bombs. God, I know I am. I'm excited. I'm alive. I'm ready. We're here. We're ready to steer the beer. Good things are happening in America. Let me turn this off. It's official, folks. I have been saying that World War III might happen. Things are underway. Is this just harsh language? Is this just showing dominant force in order for Iran to, I don't know, lay down their arms and the regime change to finally happen for Israel? All we know is that the world is unsafe right now as planes are heading towards the Middle East. Fuel tankers are heading towards the Middle East so that fighter jets can get fueled in the air. Isn't that exciting? And Donald Trump says for Tehran to evacuate immediately. Donald Trump says Iran should have signed a deal I told them to sign. What a shame. What a waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Then he does this little ditty towards the end. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Holy shit. Wow. Are we excited to be alive or what? As traffic jams in Tehran look a lot like LA. Oh, it's just people escaping to try to save their lives. Losers. Losers. Imagine the traffic jams on this street. I mean, holy shit. Oh my God, dude. Somebody get a cop out here and help us out. Help a brother out. I hope they have some Patriot food supply. Make sure to get your Patriot food supply in immediately. Make sure to get your Patriot food supply. This show is not sponsored by Patriot Food Supply, but if you don't have it, you better get it today. Get the traffic jam, get the jam of trafficking. And you know it's a good day when Lindsey Graham comes out in support of your actions. Praise God for that. Praise God for Lindsey Graham. I'm so thankful for people like Lindsey Graham in our life. Give him another twink. Give him another twink. Give him another twink. That's 3 twinks. The more twinks, the merrier. That's what they all say. Lindsey Graham comes out and says no one can say that President Donald Trump has not tried to seek peace regarding the Ukraine, Russia, and Iran and Israel deal, but he's gone the extra mile, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. However, you have to have a willing partner to make peace. Iran played the same old game with the wrong guy. God bless Israel, God bless United States, and God bless President Donald Trump. Finally, Lindsey Graham can cash in on those huge deals as Donald Trump leaves the G7 summit in preparation for the war room. This is a good day to be alive, folks. And my boomer relatives are all telling me, Derek, relax. It's just a few harsh languages tweets. It's a couple tweets. 3 tweets. Enough with the farts. We're sick of the farts. And my most trustworthy news source when it comes to anything Israel is definitely the Daily Wire. Let's have some fun today. How about that? Enough of the serious talk. Let's have fun. Welcome to the show. Drop a like on this video if you don't mind.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go lick the world.
Trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
Suck on this, Biden.
Oh, so good to see everyone here. So good. I missed you guys in a non-gay and totally heterosexual way. We're straight men here, and we're straight men with beards. How's everyone doing? Yakobed, so good to see you in Rumble, holding down the Rumble chat. Kristen, Discopus, Will, thank you so much for holding down the fort. Raul, what's up? Best thing is the jet stream will dump and fall on the left coast first. That's true. That being said, get your iodine ready for nuclear war. I get my iodine for the most trustworthy news source, that is InfoWars. I recommend all your nutritional products come under the guise and authority of Alex Jones. I have many iodines, so don't come and knock into me if you want some iodine. He had too much vacation time. I think I did have too much vacation time. World War III traffic is the worst. Could you imagine being in this traffic jam? Just afraid for your life. Just thinking at any minute Israel could drop a nuke. And you're in a traffic jam. God, that just sucks. Where's the stoplight when you need one? All right. Is this an anti-ICE protest? Is this BLM? No, this is a traffic jam due to people fearing for their lives. Oh, I'm happy to be alive, and I'm happy to be with you folks. I go on vacation, and I come back, and the world is a mess. I apologize for ever going on vacation. New rule, Derek O'Shea is never allowed to take vacation again. If I take vacation again, the world will eventually decompose. And we're all gonna die with it, and that's a problem. Trump had to work out to China ahead of time. 90% of Iran's oil goes to China. I do know that. So China is not gonna be happy about anything that's going on in Iran. Very exciting stuff, though. Talk about first world problems, am I right? Yeah, thank you, Kristen. Yeah. You know what, Tehran? If you're angry about your little traffic jam, there are starving children in Africa. Get your priorities right, freaks. Dude, if I was in this traffic jam, I would be losing my mind. I would be like, I would debate just getting out and walking, not because I drive a POS, but because I don't know what else to do. You know, what do you do? It's like Independence Day. You know the aliens are going to drop the nuclear bomb right on you, and there's nothing you can do. So maybe you just accept it and roll with it. World War III lines are the lines are like the lines for the Trader Joe's tote bags. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Ukraine will fire the wrong direction. Somebody's happening. All I know is the war room's getting prepped up for Donald Trump to enter in. He's going to enter in hot. Lindsey Graham is coming out in support of you. A lot of people not happy with Lindsey Graham. I can't imagine why. What's wrong with Lindsey Graham? Don't you guys love that a senator has decided to take up some of your tax dollars and go to other countries to stir up war? War is a good thing. When people die in these politicians' eyes, it's a good thing. You should fear for your life. Look to the leadership. It's fun to watch everyone just blindly trust everything that's happening. And again, I'm not trying to stir your emotions up or make you freak out and lose hope for all the world. We're having fun. Okay? When the nuclear bomb gets dropped on all of our heads, we're gonna be laughing the whole time. We'll meet up in heaven. We'll have a good time. And you'll come up to me like, Derek, that was so funny. as the nuclear bomb was dropping, I was actually watching one of your shows and I was liking and subscribing. And I'll say thank you. Thank you for liking and subscribing to me as your life was ending. Just make sure to put a comment. If you're on your last dying breath, you're about to die because of nuclear fallout, make sure to put some comments on my videos. I need some of your algorithm push. Okay, because my YouTube channel means more to me than your last breath. In all seriously, I really do mean that. Drop everything. Don't call your loved ones if you're dying on your last nuclear fallout breath. Like a video that I put out and subscribe, retweet it, and share it on a social media platform as your last in testament to your life. You don't want to run up to me when we get to heaven and I look at you in your face and I'll say, what did you do to help my YouTube channel? What did you do to help a brother out? You know, live his ultimate dream. Apparently there's a green light. There's planes on their way and aircraft carriers on their way to the Middle Eastern regions. This is all exciting times to be alive. Here's a fun video. Let's watch this video. This is Iran's TV station, just on and after showing Nick Fuentes early. Showing Nick Fuentes. Israel is not excited about you showing Nick Fuentes. And don't you show Kanye West next because his name's Ye. This is what happens when you show Nick Fuentes on your network. Israel will bomb you. We will show Nick Fuentes all the time. Nick Fuentes is our favorite commentator on Rumble. We will sing the Ye song HH all we want. It's an absolute banger. Oh, that's staged. Praise God. Yeah. Let that be your last thing you say as your last testament. Canada's pissed off that everyone forgot about them. Is Canada still a nation? All I know is they're getting shellacked in hockey right now. Shout out to the Florida Panthers for doing their thing and making America proud. Wait, Rama isn't one of your 9 wives? Yeah, Rama is definitely one of my 9 wives. Speaking of Rama, apparently we have somebody that is an expert in the Iran and Israel debacle that has called in and left a message. So we'll have to listen to that in a second. But here is from the outside of the TV news radio station.
سردبیر گروه دفاعی خبرگزاری صدا و سیما در این چند سال در تمام عملیات‌های وعده صادق جلوه اقتدار ایران و شکست هیمنه رژیم صهیونیستی رو به تصویر کشیدیم.
Are we at the point now whenever we see any kind of footage when it comes to war, is your first thought that goes in your head is like, does that look like AI? At this point, anything could be AI, but maybe I'm just crazy.
یونس شادلو سردبیر گروه دفاعی خبرگزاری صدا و سیما در این چند سال در تمام عملیات‌های وعده صادق جلوه اقتدار ایران و شکست هیمنه رژیم صهیونیستی رو به تصویر کشیدیم. اینجا سازمان صدا و سیماست، مرکز فرماندهی جنگ رسانه ایران و مرکز به قدرت کشیدن ایرانی جماعت و شکست هیمنه.
Look, I don't know what this guy is saying. Donald Trump signed an executive order, okay? You're supposed to speak English. Even if we're in Iran, no excuses. English is the language for all these days. And let's hear from Rama Drama because I need to hear his thoughts on the wartime propaganda. Rama Drama is our most trustworthy news source when it comes to anything wartime. knowledge and the whereabouts. Let's hear from Ramadrama. He left us a wonderful message. Let's hear.
Ramadrama. I am calling for Jericho Show. Listen, I wanted to call to clarify something.
Okay, good.
And this is, you know, we have heard recently about some attacks going on
Yes.
with Israel and
Yes.
the Persians.
Yes.
Well, I have to say, I am very sorry. I apologize. I hit the wrong button, and all of a sudden the drones went flying, the missiles go fly. I'm very sorry. I did not mean to do it.
Okay,
I
so
did
it's
not
you.
mean to make anyone feel uncomfortable
Who are you,
or
Ramadrama?
destroy any kind of infrastructure at all. It wasn't
My God, dude.
wasn't my intention.
Yeah,
okay?
right, dude.
So sorry.
Great.
Hopefully they can rebuild in the desert.
Okay, so this whole...
Okay. I love you. Bye-bye.
I love you too. Okay, so this whole
Drama.
the whole war was started by an Indian dude in America. Holy unbelievable. Unbelievable. Very exciting stuff. Thank you so much for calling in, Disco Puss. I always appreciate your call-ins and your limitless knowledge on every situation known to mankind. Guys, if you don't mind retweeting this, if you're watching on X, it helps a brother out. And if you don't mind dropping a like on this on YouTube and on Rumble and chatting with us. This is a live show. It's a very interactive show. You can also chat on X as well. This is a very interactive show. We have a good time. We have a great time. Disco Puss, Ramadrama apparently hit the wrong button, and now World War III has started. Unbelievable. Leave it to tech support to hit the wrong button. Yeah, I know, exactly. So apparently dozens of American warplanes are on their way to the Middle East, and a lot of these warplanes are fuel tankers that can refuel a lot of our fighter jets in mid-flight. So, you know, when you're doing missions and you're doing nonstop missions, you don't have to stop. You could just keep on keeping on. And I think this is what pretty much sums up my whole thoughts on this whole thing. This sums up my whole thoughts on Donald Trump and what's going on with Iran. If you got Mark Levin, if you got freaking psychopath Mark Levin, look, Israel needs to do whatever they can do, okay? If Israel wants to knock out Russia, let them do it on their own, okay? They're a bunch of anti-Semites anyways. Who listens to Mark Levin? Okay, raise your hand if you listen to Mark Levin. I've never. Every time I listen to Mark Levin, I'm like, who is listening to this psychotic voice? This once in a generational talent, Mark Levin. I think Mark Levin had like naked pictures of Sean Hannity or somebody on Fox News because I can't imagine why has his own show. I have no idea. But you know it's bad when Mark Levin is retweeting you, where Donald Trump puts out this crazy statement about Tucker Carlson. So I don't know who's whispering in the ears of Donald Trump when it comes to Iran and Israel, but again, there's no way Donald Trump had an hour to listen to what happened today on the War Room with Steve Bannon between him and Tucker Carlson. I did, because I don't have a life. I listened to the whole interview, and if this is your big takeaway, you are nuts. Donald Trump, Tucker said he loved you on the show, but said getting in war with Iran would be a really bad decision. And if your whole point back is, somebody please explain to kooky Tucker Carlson that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. So if you got Mark Levin retweeting you, and then you also have Lindsey Graham tweeting about how great what you're doing, and then now you have somebody that hasn't been a good proponent of you, known as Ben Shapiro, is now going around saying, actually, Donald Trump is playing 4D chess. That's when you know you need to maybe take a step back, take a breath, and maybe reevaluate what's actually happening, because this is what Tucker Carlson actually said that is creating all this buzz about all these warmongers and people who are just Israel first people have decided that Tucker Carlson is literally a Nazi. they're just doing the same manuscript as leftists. It's like if you say anything negative about Israel, all of a sudden you're like some kind of psychotic Nazi or something. I don't know. Listen to this.
I actually really love Trump. I think he's a deeply humane, kind.
And at the beginning, he says, actually, I really love Trump.
I actually really love Trump. I think he's a deeply humane, kind person. And I am saying this because I'm really afraid that my country's going to be further weakened by this. I think we're going to see the end of American empire, obviously. Other nations would like to see that, and this is a perfect way to scuttle the USS America on the shoals of Iran. But it's also going to end, I believe, Trump's presidency and effectively end it. And so that's why I'm saying this.
What do you mean by that? That's coming from you. That's
you get. Look, I knew Bush. I knew George W. Bush. We had, family connections to Bush. I knew Bush personally. I still see Bush sometimes, and
that's scary in your dreams.
Of course, he hates me, and he does because I criticized him on Iraq, and that war is the sum total, from a historical perspective, of his administration.
Look, this war is different, okay? All my boomers are telling me that, Derek, you need to relax. This war is different. There's really weapons of mass destruction in Iran as we speak, and they're going to build a bomb. Now, I've been hearing this for about 25 years, but this time it's different. I think there was like articles in the early 80s or 90s that I've seen pulled up talking about, in the next 2 to 3 years, Iran's building a nuclear weapon. These weapons of mass destruction are real. And we may never find them, but there's potential, and that's what matters the most.
But I knew him, and he had all kinds of plans for the things that he wanted to do. But once domestically,
right,
to improve the country.
Right.
And you may agree or disagree, but like
when you say Mark Levin, I think of Admiral Mr. Rachel Levin.
His mind, he wasn't just about the invasion of Iraq in March of 2000.
Oh, no. He was going to redo Social Security.
100%,
He had all that.
100%.
All types of. He was going to take care of.
So that's what Tucker Carlson said. And so now I don't know who's whispering in Trump's ear about Tucker Carlson, but it's nobody that is a friend of the new populist right movement. Now listen to this. This is from a live press conference with Keir Starmer, who is literally the worst person in the world. But here we go. Tucker Carlson is like criticizing you. What do you have to say about that? God, this is why the media is the worst in the whole world. They're again taking Tucker out of context to create a narrative, to create a buzz, to create clicks, and now they're like, "Hey, Tucker Carlson is a very criticizing you, actually." And now Donald Trump thinks, "Oh, Tucker Carlson is criticizing me," because there's no way he has an hour to watch the Steve Bannon podcast, War Room. There's no way he has an hour to watch that. So now this is his thoughts, and now he's popping up tweets. The WNBA, the weapons of mass destruction are hiding in the sand. I agree.
I don't know what Tucker Carlson is saying. Let him go get a television network and say it so that people listen. Thank you.
Oh my God. Let him get a television network. I love older generation so much. They literally think that people still only watch TV. I go to YouTube for everything. I don't actually go on the news unless it's like there's like an on the ground reporter happening live, and I'm like, okay, nobody on YouTube is really pushing this or having this happen. I'm gonna watch a major news network, but I never watch a network. Don't listen to these people. Trump, God. You're going to have Mark Levin tweeting at you and agreeing with you. You know that's a problem, okay? You know it's a problem. What are you guys saying? I'm telling you, we're doing this for China to calm down the world. For China? How are we doing this for China? Thanks, Comedia. Bro, you just said he should be... Bro just said he should be back on mainstream media. I know. Well, he's just saying he should have his own network. I think he's talking about the Tucker Carlson network. I don't know what's going on with that. I can't remember if like Tucker sold that or he had to buy it back or whatever. I don't really care. I listen to Tucker sometimes, but I'm not like a Tucker freak where I'm just like listening to everything. He just does too many podcasts now. I wish he would do like just segments like he used to do. It would be way more interesting to me.
What else did he
say.
I would get more locked into it. Michael says, I haven't watched TV in years. Why? It's like, look, I don't put commercials on my show, and because I hate commercials. I hate commercials. I can monetize this, but I'm not going to. I hate commercials. They're just, it's like, and so why will, the whole point of YouTube is that you don't get commercials shoved down your throat every 5 seconds. I'm not going to have like, by the way, this show is brought to you by lighters. If you need a lighter, go to your local store and get you one. It's fire in your hand. So sorry, I had to do a little quick plug. Everybody is saying Netanyahu is literally threatening America, and especially American first people, and are speculating whether Israel is going to attack New York based on this segment. What are your thoughts on that?
It's Tel Aviv, tomorrow it's New York.
See, first it's Tel Aviv, next it's New York. Why would you say that?
It's Tel Aviv, tomorrow it's New York.
And I love that too. First it's Tel Aviv, then next it's New York. Do you know why Iran is hitting Tel Aviv? Is there anything that crosses your mind onto why Iran is attacking Tel Aviv? I can't think of it. Could it be because you literally drop bombs on them and killing a bunch of their military leaders?
It's Tel Aviv tomorrow.
What do you expect?
It's New York. I understand America first. I don't understand America dead.
Ooh, I'm going to hear that one more time. I understand America first, but I don't understand America dead.
I'm going to come.
New York. I understand America first. I don't understand America dead. That's what these people want. They chant death to America.
Yes. And my neighbor the other day chanted death to Derek, and now I'm going to drop a nuke on him. Because everyone knows, anytime there's a chant, it's for real. You can say anything you want to my face. You can sing any song you want to my face. But if you start chanting in my face, we're fighting. Everybody knows that's when I need to take you seriously. You start chanting, Derek sucks, I'm gonna take him out. Boom. It's an all-out war with me. It's an all-out war with me. It's an all-out war with me.
New York. I understand America first. I don't understand America dead. That's what these people want. They chant death to America. So we're doing something that is in the service of mankind.
Who do you think wrote that line? Who do you think wrote that? Ben Shapiro? Who wrote that? I understand America first, but I don't understand America dead. Who wrote that? He really thought that was going to be an absolute banger. I love speechwriters. I get excited about speechwriters. I get excited about people using emotional language to sway and tug on your heartstrings for you to be like, oh yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want America dead. That's America dead is bad.
Kind of humanity, and it's a battle of good against evil.
October 7th was Rick Netanyahu.
America should and does stand with the good. That's what President Trump is doing, and I deeply appreciate his support.
John Carl joins me now. So, John, what else did he say about President Trump and how he wants the U.S. to play a role here, or did he?
Tell us, John.
Well, look, he praised President Trump over and over again in this interview. He knows that he needs the United States support, at least in terms of doing what the U.S. is doing now, which is helping Israel defend itself from those.
John, look at me. John, my eyes are up here. My eyes are up here, okay? We've taken the HR class with you before. Quit looking down. What is he looking at? He's like reading is he reading a prompter or something? Well, actually, what I'm supposed to say is that President Donald Trump said, like, what is happening?
Retaliatory attacks from Iran.
We want our Iron Dome back.
So it was all couched in a thank you, President Trump. You've been Israel's best friend, but he made it clear that he would like to see more. He didn't come out and directly say it in those ways, but
again, here's the thing that we all knew was going to happen. Israel is fantastic at starting things. They're not the best at finishing, and so they're like, America, can you help us with a regime change of a 90 million people population? You guys could do it. Really? Do you think our American military is capable of doing that? Can we think of the last few wars and how they've ended? How did that Afghanistan pullout look like? Are people still mad about that? Yeah. What do you think is going to happen? I thought we were getting a Golden Dome or something. Yeah, what happened to that Golden Dome? I was excited about the Golden Dome. I kept hearing about the Golden Dome. I'm excited about the Golden Dome. I want the Golden Dome in my life. We need more Golden Domes. It's sad. Iron Dome, I paid for that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And it's crazy, too. It's like the Iron Dome works for like the Houthis, but not too well for Iran. Iran is a little bit more serious of a country in comparison to the Houthis. Just a little bit more serious of a country. And I do have this one guy pulled up. What is it? The Agenda Free Press, just to see. He's paying attention to Israel right now to see if bombs are going to come back. And I'll be keeping close eye on that as we do our segment, so you are informed on whatever's the top thing going on. But, you know, very exciting stuff. And Glenn Beck. God. Man, I grew up listening to Glenn Beck in the back of my head. I had a mom that's very conservative. She would listen to talk radio every morning. I grew up listening. Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, back to back. It was like Rush number one, Glenn on the side. But now that Rush is dead, my mom still listens to Glenn Beck. And so I like to get a sense of how Glenn Beck is treating this situation. And it sounds very familiar. We're talking about weapons of mass destruction all over again, and the rhetoric is exactly the same as what we've heard before. And now some of these commentators who are very pro-Israel are struggling with their own words of saying, this time it's different.
Has Israel asked us to fight their war? Answer, no.
Wrong. Wrong. And he recorded this just the other day. Okay, we just had Netanyahu trying to get us into it, because if we don't get into it today, New York is next.
Is this another Iraq, or is it something entirely different? Well, let me tell you what makes this moment unlike anything else we have faced before. First,
90 million people, a lot stronger of a country than Iraq, stronger partners like China and Russia.
This was not a call to war. This was not a land invasion.
Right. It's just the regime change. I mean, we're just trying to take out nuclear weapons. If it walks like a duck, does it quack like a duck?
This is not a campaign to topple a regime and then sit around for 20 years trying to rebuild a culture that doesn't want what we have.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. It always starts off that way, doesn't it? It always starts off, we're just going to hit a few things. We're going to walk away. And we all expect like, oh, you know what? If the cartel decides to take out a few of our borders or, you know, our strong points for our border security, America's going to be okay with that. You know, Iran's going to be fine with just you taking out, you know, their plumbing system. Like I just saw Israel like took out their waste facilities. And now there's like poop running down the streets. And they've taken out all their top military leaders, and people are just supposed to be like, yeah, cool. It'll just end there. It's just a few sites.
Even though Iran, the Iranian people are good people, the Persians are great people, and they do want a life like ours. But this was targeted. This was surgical. This was preemptive.
Yes.
Not against an idea, not against a guess. Against the very real, very stated intentions of a regime run by men who do not think like we think, okay? They do not want what we want. We choose life. They literally choose death. That is as clear as it is. Do you choose life or do you choose death? That is...
Well, I'm on the side of life. What side is the life side on? What side is the life side on? Is it the side that's hitting cities, taking out entire regions? Did we even forget about Gaza? I'm just like, what's the end game for Gaza? What's going on with Gaza? Israel is like, oh, Gaza's so boring. The people are boring. Gazans are boring. Next, Iran. We need a new sexy war, and Gaza's getting boring. Greta Thunberg literally single-handedly ended the war in Gaza. Everybody mocked her. Because now Israel is going after Iran. This is very exciting.
It's a culture of death. So I want to start with the clerics of Iran.
Yes.
The ayatollahs, the supreme leader, the mullahs, the puppet masters of the so-called Islamic Republic. And they're
I love that Glenn is like talking about this, and he's got like a skull and crossbone shirt on. Glenn, are you a pirate? What is this video rated R?
their Sharia law. I have said this for years and years and years. If you don't understand this, you don't understand Iran. These are 12ers. They are followers of a branch of Shiite Islam that believes not just in the return of the messianic figure called...
We finished the China deal. Do you hear Xi threatening? Why or why not? Why not? I just saw China is calling for Chinese in Israel to leave immediately. I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, Swill, thanks so much for using your member chat. If you've ever wanted to join the membership and make this a lifeline dream for me so I can finally get out of my mother's basement, I would greatly appreciate it. And I do live in my mother's basement by choice.
The Mahdi, but also that his return can and must be, in their words, hastened or accelerated. And the only way to do that is to, quote, using their words, wash the world in blood. Okay.
It feels like one country is immediately doing that. Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought. Jacobet says Trump is trying to say no aid to anyone in that region, including Israel. We'll see. Yeah. Well, you know, we'll see how long that lasts for. Very exciting stuff, though, guys. Finally, we've gotten the war we've been dreaming of, we've been praying about. Finally, Gen Z can go fight. You know, maybe the Israel war is such a good, Israel war with Iran is such a good thing. We can finally stop with the pronouns. You know, we can finally stop with the pronouns because now we have actual, like, hurt and pain that they can focus on now. Enough with the pronouns. We're done with the pronouns. We're not starting World War III here. We're ending it. Nice. I like that. All right, let's get into some fun stuff, huh? Let's get into the fun stuff. I'm gonna get a refill on my coffee. Hold on, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. I'm just getting a refill on my coffee. Oh, there's Swill.
Swill celebrates 7 months of membership. Yo Blue, please be sure to like, share, subscribe and become a member of DOS. This one is for you, Willie. Skull and crossbones emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji.
Why do I put TDS on?
Skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, skull emoji, skull and crossbones emoji, clapping emoji, speedy emoji.
Oh my God, dude. Take it away. Take it away, Trump.
Donna.
Donna. Who's Donna?
Oh, those swools in the house and he's making moves. Gotta sing and dance and got those bruised shoes. He's a member now, yeah, he's one of us. Gonna bring the heat, gonna fill us up with trust. So let's welcome him in, let's make him fit the charm. With Swill in the midst, we'll make him got no harm. We'll make this stream a membership paradise. With radio goods, we'll set the pace and never miss. So
All right, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm just going to fill my coffee up.
You're a lion, dog, face, pony soldier.
All right, we're back. Let's get a little sip before we enter in the next segment. Let's get another. Make sure if you're drinking coffee, and I'm drinking decaf. Real men drink decaf coffee. Decaf coffee is for men. Don't listen to the psychopaths who tell you it's not. Those people are not to be trusted whatsoever. Not to be trusted whatsoever. Thank you, Steven. Speaking of Greta, says Jacobed, fun watching her capture. I loved it. If you didn't check out my video that I did on vacation of her capture, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you freaking enjoyed it. And let's get a little palate cleanser. Let's get a palate cleanser. Tonight's palate cleanser is brought to you by Elon Musk's son that's transitioned to a woman. Check this out. Can we not celebrate interpretive dancing ever? That is not take skill. Okay, I can do the same video. Give me a wig. Let me lose about 100 pounds so I can fit into those tight leathers. And baby, watch me move. Shout out to Elon Musk. Thank you for spreading your loins everywhere. Your kids are doing all great. I see why you only brought one child around. Let's get a roundup of all Elon Musk children. My eyes are bleeding. Drag shows are nothing but someone otherwise lip syncing in a mirror, but on stage instead. That's what it looks like. It's what I mean. It just looks like some like silly dance, like this. I don't even know what's Vivian. Ooh, Vivian Jenna Wilson. I don't take my dad's surname because of the patriarchy and stuff. The patriarchy is stupid and stuff. In reality, this person would be absolutely nobody without their father. So happy Father's Day to Elon Musk and your many children everywhere. Okay, let's get into some fun news. I want to get into some really fun news. I think I'm going to skip some of this. Okay, let's go into this. Okay. Some of it was just cringe. My eyes are bleeding. Don't let your eyes bleed. He wanted to get some attention from the dad like Ashley Sinclair. Yeah, I know. I've compiled a list of all my favorite clips from the No Kings protest in LA. I'm excited to share this with you. I hope you're excited to see this. First, there's this real video going around of Superman saving an illegal migrant. I mean, unbelievable stuff coming from their scene.
He's illegal in the solar system. I'm illegal in your system. He came from Krypton. I came from Michoacan. Guess which one scares you more, babosos? He's illegal in...
He should only be saving American lives. Unbelievable. Some of these videos from the No Kings protests were just absolutely insane and hilarious over the weekend, and I'm excited to show every single one of them with you. But I think we need to always start off with all these videos of reminding you how important it is It's important that the media is in position to make everyone incredibly paranoid so that they fear for their life at all times, so they look to authority for leadership.
I'm just so scared. I'm 74 years old. I worry about everything. And I just am so scared and upset, and I don't understand why people voted for this person.
This is your brain on mainstream media news. This is your brain on MSNBC. Dude, these poor boomers. They have been manipulated. They have been propagandized for too long. And I'm going to stand up for some of these boomers, okay? This is the most propagandized generation that is willing to believe anything from mainstream media. These poor people, they have no brains to think for themselves. And I'm worried about them. I'm worried about every single one of my boomer friends, okay? You guys believe what goes on in the news is true. COVID did not cure that for some of these people. For a lot of us that went through COVID and realized that some of these people, a lot of these people in mainstream news outlets were actually lying to us and not telling us the truth and not actually doing investigative journalism. Or like a Wuhan lab that's right in front of your face that does exactly that virus that spread across the world had nothing to do with the virus. And yet there are boomers everywhere going to these No Kings protests and crying together. Get this woman a bingo now. What's going on in these old folks' homes? I thought these old folks' homes are supposed to be lit. I thought it was like open bars all the time. They're playing bingo. They're having a great time. They're squandering their generational wealth instead of passing it on to their children. I thought that's what you're supposed to do as an elder. You squander the wealth. You go on cruises. You go in these old folks' home with all-inclusive resorts. You get in your nudist colonies and you have a great time. And now they're just stuck watching MSNBC and now they're crying on air. Help these people, man. God, somebody help these freaking booms. They're not even worth the boomers. They're just booms in my eye. These boomers seem to have forgotten all their parents died for American freedom. No one, yeah, 100%. Stop watching MSNBC, Grandma, says Disco. She could have said Joe D's. Bingo and a brewski sounds great. It does sound great. Who doesn't not love a bingo brewski? Superman's motto, truth, justice, and the American way. He would have grabbed that chick and taken her home. That would have been awesome. These people don't trust their own eyes, just what they are told. Yeah, it's kind of sad to see. I mean, and here's another video. I mean, this other video is absolutely unhinged. Again, these poor boomers are believing everything on the news right now. And now even boomers are standing in front of huge horses and thinking they're going to stop ICE detentions or something with horses. This poor man is severely underdressed for what he's about to encounter. His jeans and his shirt and pants are way too baggy. Check this video out. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude. I know that hurt. You know when you like get hit pretty hard like that in real life and you take a little pause and you're like, that didn't hurt. I'm okay. You're like one step from falling down. That hook. Let's watch that again. Holy crap. That's just so sad. Dude, somebody help this grandpa. Another perfect example. When you get older, stop trying to fight. I don't know what it is up with this generation, but as they age, they still think they're in their 20s or 30s. Stop trying to fight people, okay? You don't have the body for it anymore. You're too frail. You're easily pushed over. You never want to wear sneakers with slacks like that. Yeah, no, you don't. Just like this guy just shoves him so hard. I love it too. It's like the crowd is like, how dare you? Like, you're in their face. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Swell. Let's get some metal music. I'm like single-handedly bringing back Attack Attack. You think you can make a pit. Look, who is allowing these Olive Garden managers out? These Olive Garden managers need to calm down. They don't need to go to these protests anymore. Okay? Just go back to Olive Garden. I need my breadsticks. Does this look like... Why does this guy looks like every single Olive Garden I've ever been to, the manager. Hi, I would like to speak to the manager. And this guy shows up. My Shirley Temple didn't come in on time. Especially with the slick back hair. He might be a used car salesman. What if he was doing this as a promo? He's just like a little promo. It's just like, wait for it. At Jesus's Ford, we support illegals. Come on down to Jesus's Ford to pick up your first Ford Focus, where you'll meet manager Jesus Hernandez. He's not afraid to get in a horse, because guess what? This Ford Focus has at least 150 horsepower. Oh God, that was so stupid. I want to see a circle pit. Why are these protests all old boomers? I'm telling you, it's because nobody's having babies. They don't know what to do with their life. This is all your fault. If you're over the age of 18 and you don't have a child, you're the reason why these boomers are going to these protests. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's my fault. If you would have just had babies, boomers wouldn't be protesting in America. Wait. If you would have just had babies, boomers everywhere wouldn't have been protesting in America. Boomers would have been happy watching your children. But instead, they've taken to the streets. They've decided to go to ICE protests. They don't have purpose. They don't have vision anymore. They've lost the plot completely. Boomers everywhere are freaking out. Would you sponsor a boomer today? Would you sponsor a boomer to help out these protests? Protests even in the UK as they protest no kings when they themselves have a king. Somebody help out these boomers. Boomers on the way to the No Kings protests. Instead of playing bingo and drinking a brewski and having unprotected sex, they have decided to go to a protest. They're protesting things they don't even have the memory for. They're protesting things that they have no idea what they're protesting. Many of them can't walk. Many of them signed up and they don't even know what they signed up for. Have you manipulated a boomer to protest today? If you've manipulated a boomer to protest, please seek help. Please seek help immediately. These boomers need help. These boomers are getting locked away because you refuse to not have grandchildren. Unreal. Call 1-800 and sponsor a boomer today. Oh, these poor freaking souls. I feel like I'm going to save the rest for the morning. I got way more to talk about. This has been a fun show, though. $27 a day will get a grand latte. Yeah. Dude was lucky the cop tossed him back to the horse. Yeah, he is lucky. He's lucky he didn't get shot or something. They evacuated those seniors faster than they're doing a natural disaster. I know. I think he was a Pinto in a garage. Breadsticks were made with dishwasher taste, Olive Garden. In Illinois, it's illegal to even police officer to disrupt the travel of a horse in public road. I didn't know that. He's like, say no to horse meat at IKEA. Yeah, 100%. They think they're going for Burger King. I think so too. All right, guys, I've had so much fun tonight. I hope you've had fun. I'm glad I'm back. The show brings life to my life. I hope it brings life to your life as well. We have another live show tomorrow morning. I'm going to, we'll discuss whatever live stuff is happening, but I also have so many more clips of the No Kings protests that I want to talk about and laugh with you over, because there's just video after video after video of just unhinged things going on. Raul says, I went to a rally in Nashville and wore my Donald J. Trump shirt, the border wall construction shirt. You did? Man, Raul, you a bad mother. Disco Puss says, I'm Gen X, so I have been putting up with them for the longest. You're Gen X? I'm sorry. We love our Gen X people. We see you as human beings in this show. Many shows cannot say the same. Many shows do not see you as human beings, but I do. Get some rest? Oh, I will, man. I appreciate you. Good show. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate you. Guys, if you don't mind dropping a like, putting a comment below. Putting comments below on my videos truly do help me. And you guys are the reason why this show is growing. When you put a comment below, it tells the algorithms that the show's good. If you choose not to, it's because you hate gingers. You're anti-Semitic and anti-ginger. If you don't put a comment below. Maybe World War III will start tonight. Maybe it'll start tomorrow. I'm hoping it's just harsh language and a show of force and results to absolutely nothing. But you never know. Keep calm and dong on. Yeah. My dong shirt's got to come in soon. Disco says, don't worry about Iran. We're just pulling the Persian rug from under the regime. That's pretty funny. Can we talk about rug stores next? Maybe that's what Israel needs to focus on. There are too many rug stores in major cities of America, and nobody's buying these rugs. Who is backing these rug stores? Is it Iran? Is it ISIS? Is it the Houthis? Whoever it is, they need to stop. They need to stop. Keep spreading the word. You too, my dude. Love gingers, anti-step. Anti-step black is okay. Don't be anti-step back, be pro-step black. At least we have Rama here in the DOS chat. We'll be okay. Yeah, you guys will be just fine. Rama, thank you so much for calling into the show. Always means a lot to me. Taking time out of your day to put your important information on the news. And this is an actual news network, okay? This is... For my boomers in the chat, this is real news. Sponsored by Fox News. This show is sponsored by Fox News, owned by Fox News, and I'm paid millions of dollars a year. That's why I'm still the manager of a Chuck E. Cheese. And if you're looking for a great Chuck E. Cheese, come check out the Chuck E. Cheese on the south side of Chicago, where I work, where every pizza has holes. You figure out why. It is the wrong button. Rama Drama started it all. All right, guys, I'm going to go eat some dinner. Love and light. Hey, love and light. Hey.